In this vast wilderness, a harsh law always reigns. The fallen weak will nourish another. There is no room for pity here. Every confrontation is a high-stakes game of strategy. And only the strong earn the right to see tomorrow. On the immense grasslands of the savannah, lions manifest as masters of concealment. With their powerful bodies and sandy-colored coats, they are easily camouflaged in the dry grass. The male lion is distinguished by his majestic mane, both a symbol of power and a layer of protection in battle. The lioness, with her sleeker and more agile form, often plays the primary role in the hunt. They are master strategists. The foundation of the pride is a steadfast alliance of related lionesses. Meanwhile, the dominant males, with their superior strength, assume the role of protectors, shielding the territory and the pride's future from intruders. Lionesses are responsible for hunting and raising the next generation. They often hunt in coordinated groups to bring down large prey like buffalo. This time, their quarry is a moving herd of buffalo. The pride moves silently through the scorched grass, every gaze fixed on the target. A buffalo unwittingly separates from the herd. Instantly, the attack begins. The lions face fierce resistance. But the strength of one is no match for the power of many. Today, the buffalo has become a feast for the pride. As the heavy footsteps of the buffalo herd pass, the savanna reveals a different rhythm of life, gentler yet ever vigilant. The African elephant, a symbol of absolute power. Their bodies are like moving boulders, with the largest males reaching heights of up to 13 feet and weighing over 6 tons. Their thick skin is like a suit of armor, and their curved tusks are both tools and a statement of status. Elephants typically live in herds led by an older, experienced female. They share an incredibly strong bond, collectively protecting their young and sharing memories of fertile lands. At a distant lake on the African savanna, it is the cheetah, the king of speed on this savanna. She and her cubs have been without food for 2 days. Today, the mother cheetah has seen a glimmer of hope. If she cannot bring back food, her cubs will starve to death. When the Thompson's gazelles finish drinking, the leader guides the herd to graze. The cheetah takes advantage of the moment when no prey is watching to draw closer. A gazelle startles, and the entire grassland shifts. The chase begins. In a moment of life and death, An unlucky gazelle has fallen. The cheetah's cubs have been saved. This is the unforgiving law of the great savanna. The fallen weak will nourish another. Life goes on day by day. The weak must struggle with death each day in exchange for breath. Leaving behind the burning sun and the fierce hunts of the African savanna, our journey into the wild takes us across the ocean to a completely different ecosystem. The Amazon rainforest, the colossal heart of South America. This is a harsh biological arena where survival is written in silent battles. Along these murky waters, a complex ecosystem is in constant motion. The Amazon River, stretching nearly 4,000 miles, is the lifeblood of an entire continent. The largest cat in the Americas and the apex predator of the Amazon rainforest is the jaguar. These solitary predators are primarily nocturnal, relying on their keen hearing and sight to locate prey, even in the dense darkness. With their spotted coats, jaguars blend perfectly into their surroundings, moving like invisible phantoms. Their hunting technique is unique. Agile, silent, and explosive. A capybara has become a meal for the silent hunter. Beneath the dense canopy, the jaguar moves with silent grace, each step as light as a breath. Every hunt is a gamble. In the murky waters of the Amazon, a giant caiman lies in wait, a shadow biding its time. But the caiman underestimated the jaguar's strength. And it did not anticipate. Its carcass has become a meal for the jaguar. But the real nightmare for many creatures in the Amazon River is the black caiman. With a lifespan of up to 70 years, the black caiman possesses remarkable endurance. It can survive without food for weeks, even months, thanks to its ability to store energy as fat. Its jet black skin provides perfect camouflage in the dark waters. An ambush predator, the caiman often lies motionless in the water or hides among the riverside vegetation. From December to May, the Amazon enters its rainy season. The river level can rise by 10 to 16 feet, flooding millions of hectares of forest and creating a vast network of swamps and wetlands. These flooded forests, known as varzea, become temporary habitats for a multitude of species. The rainy season brings significant ecological changes, promoting the reproduction of many fish species and creating conditions for aquatic plants to thrive. About 60% of Amazonian fish species reproduce in these flooded forests. However, Many other animals must find ways to survive in this rapidly changing environment. When rising waters flood parts of their nests, leafcutter ants must build their fungus chambers higher. They create natural drainage systems to keep their nests dry. In the complex and diverse Amazon ecosystem, the subterranean environment is composed of a nutrient-rich layer of humus. According to a 2023 study, the Amazon can store over 100 billion tons of carbon in its humus. More than 2,000 species of fungi have been recorded here, forming an intricate ecological network. They form symbiotic relationships with tree roots, aiding in the absorption of water and minerals from the soil. For the giant otter, the world's largest otter species, the rainy season presents significant challenges. The rising water levels alter their habitat, making hunting more difficult. Food becomes scarce, while threats from predators like black caimans and anacondas increase. Despite these challenges, giant otters exhibit remarkable adaptability. They change their hunting strategies, leveraging the strength of their family groups, which can number up to 20 members, to herd fish into shallower waters. This cooperation increases the giant otter's survival rate by up to 70% under these harsh conditions. Beneath the leaf litter on the Amazon floor, it is not only the domain of large predators, but also home to over 430 species of amphibians. Among them, the poison dart frog stands out as a sophisticated hunter with latent power. These frogs prey on small insects such as ants, termites, and spiders. Their vibrant colors, red, blue, yellow, and orange, serve as a potent warning. This tiny creature contains a powerful weapon, batrachotoxin. This toxin, one of the most potent found in nature, can paralyze the nervous system of prey and even cause death in humans. Even smaller than the poison dart frog are the insects and microorganisms that work tirelessly beneath the soft soil. Among them, leafcutter ants stand out as diligent workers. They cut leaves from surrounding plants and carry them back to their nests to cultivate a special type of fungus, the food source for the entire colony. Each leafcutter ant colony can contain millions of members, creating a complex and highly efficient division of labor. At a height of 100 to 160 feet above the ground, where sunlight filters through the dense canopy, is a vibrant and unique world. This high canopy stores up to 40% of the Amazon's carbon, playing a vital role in mitigating the impacts of climate change. About 50% of the Amazon's animal species can live their entire lives here without ever touching the ground. One such resident is the sloth, scientifically known as bradypus. As one of the world's slowest animals, the sloth moves at a speed of only about 0.15 miles per hour. This slowness is a result of its specialized diet, consisting mainly of leaves, flowers, and fruits. The sloth's digestive system has evolved to process cellulose from leaves, with digestion taking up to 30 days. In the dense canopy, as night falls or dawn breaks, strange howls echo. It is the call of the howler monkey, aluata. Their howls can travel up to 3 miles, allowing troop members to communicate and ensure no one gets lost. With a specially developed larynx, howler monkeys produce the loudest sounds of any primate. The spider monkey, Ateles, is a master of survival in the high canopy. These monkeys rarely set foot on the ground. They spend their entire lives suspended among the high branches, where they find food, reproduce, and care for their young. The spider monkey's body is perfectly adapted for life in the trees, with long arms and a prehensile tail that acts as a 5th limb. The toucan of the family Ramphastidae is a living emblem of the Amazon rainforest. These birds are instantly recognizable by their large, brilliantly colored beaks, which can make up a third of their body length. This beak is not just a feeding tool, but a biological marvel. Made of keratin with internal air pockets, the toucan's beak is as light as a feather, allowing it to fly with ease. Remarkably, the beak also serves as a natural radiator, helping to regulate its body temperature. Toucans are also key players in the Amazon's ecosystem as seed dispersers. Beneath the towering canopy, at a height of about 65 to 100 feet, is a world of dappled light. This is a transitional zone, a natural nursery where life germinates. The plant population here is incredibly dense, accounting for up to 60% of all plant species in the Amazon. Sheltering and nourishing thousands of unique plant and animal species. Notably, many insects in the forest canopy have evolved into masters of disguise. The katydid Tetigoniidae is a prime example. Their bodies are designed to perfectly mimic leaves, from the veins and color to even insect-bitten marks. In the rich world of the Amazon forest, thousands of spider species also thrive. Many spiders in the forest canopy have evolved sophisticated camouflage techniques. The crab spider, Thomisidae, is a master at changing its body color to blend in with its surroundings. In contrast to web-weaving spiders, the Goliath bird-eater is an ambush predator. It hides underground, detecting the slightest movements in its surroundings through sensitive hairs on its legs. When the moment is right, it lunges with remarkable speed. injecting venom and using its nearly 1-inch long fangs to quickly subdue its prey. On small branches, hummingbirds use spider silk and other small plant materials to build their nests. Hummingbirds are key pollinators, responsible for about 25% of pollination in the upper strata of the rainforest. They have the highest metabolic rate of any bird. Their heart rate can reach up to 1,200 beats per minute in flight, allowing them to move swiftly from flower to flower. Beyond the vast rainforests, the Amazon holds another world, mysterious caves. Formed by the weathering of limestone and sandstone over millions of years, these caves create a complex network of underground chambers. Inside these dark spaces, unique living conditions have driven the special adaptations of many creatures. In this low-light environment, many organisms rely on limited energy sources. The common vampire bat, Desmodus rotundus, is a special species of bat found here. The cave environment, with its darkness and stable humidity, provides the perfect shelter for them, helping them avoid predators and conserve energy. As the only bat species in the world that feeds exclusively on blood, the vampire bat needs about 0.7 fluid ounces of blood each night to survive. They use their sharp teeth to make a small incision in the prey's skin, then use their tongue to lap up the blood. This process is carried out silently, thanks to an enzyme in their saliva that acts as an anticoagulant and a pain reducer. The social behavior of vampire bats is also quite complex. If an individual fails to find food, other members of the group will often share their meal. The Amazon rainforest, renowned for its pristine beauty and vastness, stretches across 9 South American countries. The heart of this majestic forest is Brazil, which covers about 60% of the total area, acting as a giant green lung for our planet. The Amazon is home to an estimated 390 billion trees belonging to 16,000 species. This extraordinary diversity highlights the incredible adaptability and vitality in one of the planet's most challenging yet resource-rich environments. In Colombia, a land of mystery and wild blessings, the struggle for survival never ceases. Here, the strong relentlessly pursue the weak, and every creature must adapt or perish. Colombia is a battlefield of strategies, where life and death are perpetually intertwined, forming an endless, harsh, and mysterious cycle. In the northwestern corner of South America, Colombia spans a vast area of nearly 440,000 square miles. Colombia's biodiversity is like a thick book with thousands of unread chapters. With over 30,000 plant species, 1,950 bird species and 500 mammal species recorded, there is still much to discover. If the rainforest is the lungs of the planet, then Colombia is Earth's deep, wild, and beautiful breath. At altitudes between 4,000 and 10,000 feet, the Andean cloud forests stretch across the mountain slopes. These lush, verdant forests, suspended between heaven and earth, are like a giant quilt, saturated with mist and teeming with life. This is an ethereal kingdom, where the mist is more than just a cold, drifting veil. It is a living shield, nurturing an entire ecological realm. Among the towering ancient trees, woolly monkeys live in large, tightly knit groups of up to 45 members. Here, they play, compete, and bond through complex gestures and vocalizations. Their calls echo through the treetops like a wild symphony, blending with the wind and the rustling of leaves. The woolly monkey's diet is a colorful and rich feast. Fruit is their favorite, but they do not rely solely on sweet sugars. When necessary, they diversify, eating leaves, seeds, and even insects to survive. Here the capybara reigns over the wetlands like silent kings. They are the world's largest rodents, measuring from 3 to 4 feet long and weighing between 77 and 145 pounds. Time has shaped this species over millions of years, perfecting its adaptation to a semi-aquatic environment. Their thick, reddish-brown fur provides natural camouflage in the vegetation. Their webbed feet make them agile swimmers, allowing them to quickly escape from predators like caimans. This place is not just a home, it is an arena for survival. In the heart of the Amazon rainforest, a silent yet fierce battle is being waged. Conservation efforts, like a small flame in the darkness, are striving to keep the Earth's green lung from fading. Here, conservationists work tirelessly to protect nature reserves and forest areas managed by indigenous communities. According to a 2023 study, these indigenous managed areas have significantly reduced deforestation, helping to preserve over 55 million hectares of the Amazon rainforest. In addition, non-governmental organizations and national governments have collaborated closely to implement reforestation programs. These successes are not just milestones in conservation efforts, but also a reminder that positive change is possible when we cooperate and act. The Amazon needs us, and we need the Amazon. An inseparable relationship in the fight to protect our future. A silent and methodical ambush is taking shape. Dark figures glide low through the vegetation, pressed to the ground like invisible winds. A pride of lionesses, the elite hunters of the pride, is on the stalk. Their eyes are fixed on a herd of zebras moving calmly. To the great cats, the zebra seems a common target. But this is only a superficial perception. A young zebra is slightly separated from the herd. Its steps are slower, its size smaller. In the eyes of the lionesses, it is the perfect prey. However, none of them could have imagined that this hunt was about to end in a completely unexpected way. A precise, dry, and powerful kick with both hind legs. The lioness is stunned. Her predatory instinct is overwhelmed by the pain. She did not expect a prey like a zebra to react so violently. When a herbivore confronts its predator, what determines survival is not just strength or speed. But the three fundamental pillars of survival behavior: instinct, reflex, and adaptive learning. Instinctive behavior is a complex sequence of actions encoded in the genes. It does not need to be learned or practiced, but is performed with innate precision from the very first time. When a zebra kicks a lion to open an escape route, that kick is not a random movement. It is a fixed, innate motor pattern, a pre-programmed movement. Reflex, on the other hand, is a short, instantaneous reaction controlled by a reflex arc at the spinal cord level, with virtually no conscious involvement of the cerebral cortex. A zebra's kick, seemingly insignificant compared to the sharp fangs of a lion or the explosive leap of a cheetah. Is actually one of the most effective counterattacks. And the most interesting part is that it does not need to kill the opponent. Just being precise and timely can change the course of the confrontation. Anatomically, the zebra possesses an extremely developed musculoskeletal structure in its pelvic region. The gluteal and thigh muscles are among the strongest in the herbivore kingdom. This is not a kick of panic, but an answer forged in the crucible of a million hunts. A hammer blow of bone and muscle, delivered with an instinct as old as the grass itself. It is a force sufficient to shatter a jaw, to splinter a rib, to remind the hunter that this meal will be paid for in pain. There are field reports from researchers documenting lionesses with broken jaws or severe facial injuries after receiving a direct backward kick from a zebra. But the kick is not just a mechanical movement, it is the result of an instinct that has been refined through evolution. A young zebra may miss its target, but the urge to react with a backward kick when feeling pressure from behind has existed since birth. In animals with more complex brains, like primates or elephants, One can observe the social learning of defensive strategies, the use of tools, and even the imitation of others' behaviors. And in biological reality, these three mechanisms, instinct, reflex, and learned behavior, do not operate in isolation. But are constantly intertwined in a complex and crucial dance of survival. The giraffe, the tallest terrestrial animal on the planet, is a true icon of the African savanna. With an average height of 16 to 20 feet, the adult males can weigh up to 4,200 pounds. Its golden coat with polygonal patches helps it to camouflage flexibly among the dry foliage and the harsh light of the open plains. The giraffe feeds on the young shoots, leaves, and flowers of the acacia tree. With its dark and prehensile tongue, up to 18 inches long, they can navigate the thorny branches. They live mainly in the dry savannas and open woodlands, from Kenya to Tanzania and Botswana. where there is plenty of foliage and a wide view to spot predators from afar. Despite its gentle appearance, the giraffe possesses one of the most formidable defense systems on the savanna. Its long legs, comparable to reinforced concrete pillars, hide an extraordinary power. A kick from a foreleg can generate a force of 450 to 780 pounds of force, enough to break a jaw or even kill an adult lion if it hits the head. In addition, its height and excellent vision turn the giraffe into a true biological watchtower of the savanna, capable of spotting predators from hundreds of yards away. A giraffe's kick can be lethal. If it strikes the skull of a lion, a cheetah, or even a hyena, a special detail in its defensive behavior. Unlike the zebra, which usually kicks to escape, the giraffe kicks with the intent to kill, especially to protect its young. Even lions, the predators at the top of the food chain, have to think twice before attacking an adult giraffe. To succeed, they must first bring it down. The African buffalo is one of the most dangerous ungulates on the continent. An adult can weigh from 1,100 to over 2,000 pounds. With a muscular and imposing body. Its strength is so great that it can toss an adult lion into the air with a single charge, causing serious injuries. Its most lethal weapon is its pair of curved horns, which extend to the sides and then curve upward like sharp blades. In males, the bases of the horns merge into a thick bone structure called a boss. The buffalo's thick, durable hide acts as a natural armor, making the claws and fangs of a lion less effective. But more frightening than all is its unpredictable and aggressive temperament. Unlike its domesticated relatives, the African buffalo retains a wild and primal instinct. It does not fear humans, nor does it fear lions, and above all, it never surrenders. Therefore, in most hunts, lions only have a real chance when they attack as a group. When the buffalo advance together, they are like an army on the march, strong, united, and ready to fight to the end. Since a buffalo's hide is difficult to penetrate instantly, the lionesses, who are responsible for the hunt, usually attack from behind. A precise pounce can throw the prey off balance and create an opportunity to bring it down, but the plan does not always go as expected. When it senses danger, the buffalo does not run into the forest, it runs back to its group. Reinforcements are certain. It is only a matter of time. In a few seconds, the roles are reversed. The lions try to continue the chase as the herd falls back, but they are surprised by the sharp horns ready to block their way. In buffalo, these reactions are reinforced by collective learning, as individuals learn from the group, and the whole group reacts as one. Another animal that shows impressive collective strength against predators is the chacma baboon, Africa's largest baboon. This is a primate with extremely complex social behavior. They live in troops of up to several hundred individuals. The social structure is well defined, with the strong males positioned at the front and back of the group during movements. The females and young are protected in the center. Their main natural enemy is the leopard. In a bushland in southern Africa, at the end of a hot afternoon, a leopard moves in silence. Unlike the lion, the leopard does not depend on a pride. It is an invisible hunter, a ghost among the branches, an assassin from the shadows. It strikes when the troop is least vigilant. But this time, luck was not on its side. An adult male in the baboon group raises its head. Baboons have a very developed sense of smell and sharp vision. A small signal is enough to trigger the collective alarm system. Instantly, a loud, short, and sharp cry rings out. Their defense is woven from a language of fear. Not a single cry of panic, but a sophisticated vocabulary of terror. There is a specific sound for the shadow in the trees, another for the danger on the ground, and yet another for the threat from the sky. It is an ancient lexicon, allowing the troop to see its enemy through the ears of a single sentinel. For example, a wahoo might be a general warning, but when combined with a low growl, it can specify the exact level of danger or the direction of the enemy's approach, an incredibly sophisticated communication system. The predator has just taken another step, and the entire troop has reorganized. The larger males move to the front, standing tall, fur on end, emitting piercing cries. One of them, perhaps the dominant one, charges without a moment's hesitation. Behind it, the others follow. It is not a desperate reaction. It is a strategy. The victory of the baboons lies not in killing the enemy, but in spoiling the attack before it happens. Unlike other prey that only flee, baboons have a sophisticated social organization. They divide functions, cooperate, and make decisions as a group. The collective acts as a living information network, where signals, emotions, and lessons are transmitted and processed in real time. In the wild, where a second's delay can cost a life, the defense of the baboons depends not only on claws or fangs, but on intelligence, memory, and coordinated response. It is the unity and intelligence of the prey that has made the hunter retreat in silence. Defeated, in the African elephant, one of the species with the most complex social structures in the animal kingdom, motherhood goes beyond nursing or protection. It includes teaching and transmitting survival knowledge. A mother teaches her young how to navigate, how to find water in the dry season, and even how to mourn the death of a group member. In a 30-year study conducted by the organization Save the Elephants in Kenya, researchers concluded that mothers play a decisive role in shaping the behavior of their young. Biologically, the hormone oxytocin, known as the love hormone, plays a crucial role in activating maternal behavior in mammals. This mechanism acts like a pre-programmed biological miracle. Where motherhood is not a choice, but a mission inseparable from the body itself. The spotted hyena is one of the most brutal and effective predators on the African savanna. Its appearance may seem unusual, but its body is perfectly adapted for hunting. Low, powerful, weighing from 100 to over 176 pounds. Shoulders higher than its hips, a broad head, and above all, one of the most powerful jaws among carnivorous mammals. With a yellow coat spotted with dark patches and a muscular neck that helps it tear flesh, carry prey, and even confront other predators, the hyena is an efficient machine. The spotted hyena is an extremely intelligent omnivore. Its diet varies with the seasons and opportunities. They hunt in groups, attacking wildebeest, zebras, impalas, but also scavenge. A clan can be up to 80 individuals led by an alpha female, a rare phenomenon among mammals. This matriarchal structure is highly organized. During one such hunt, a hyena ambushed a young hartebeest, a large antelope. But before it could take the first bite, it was attacked by the calf's mother. Science defines this behavior as a defensive coalition, where prey join forces to counterattack a predator and save a member of their group. The hartebeest cannot withstand the crushing bite, but its mother will not let the killer escape unpunished. Sometimes, a hunt is reversed not by the prey itself, but by the appearance of a third party at the right time and place. In the vibrant context of the African savanna, the hippopotamus is the protagonist of these unexpected moments. The hippopotamus is one of the largest surviving terrestrial animals, second only to the African elephant in weight. An adult can weigh from 1.5 to 3 tons and be up to 16 feet long. Despite its slow and seemingly gentle appearance when submerged in water, do not be deceived. It is one of the most territorial and aggressive mammals in the natural world. They are semi-aquatic animals, spending almost their entire lives in the rivers, lakes, and swamps of the sub-Saharan region. Although they are herbivores, feeding mainly on soft grasses at night. An adult hippo can open its jaw up to 150 degrees, revealing canines that can be up to 20 inches long. Its bite can reach about 2,000 pounds of force, enough to crush a crocodile's skull. Unlike most herbivores that avoid confrontation, the hippo never backs down from an enemy. In the wild, the hippo is not the king of the jungle, but it is certainly the god of the swamp's wrath. So, even the most skilled predators of the savannah know an unwritten rule: do not trespass on a hippo's territory. In a world where life and death always go hand in hand, where the strong are not only the predators, sometimes the appearance of a third force like the hippo creates unexpected turns. When death is just a breath away, nature witnesses reactions beyond all predictions. No room for resignation, no turning back. We are used to the image of the predator, brave, silent, precise. But what few expect is the incredible resistance of those who seem to only know how to flee. Resistance comes not only from physical strength, but from a strategy of desperation. Many prey use their natural weapons, jaws, horns, legs, turning their bodies into a living defensive wall. There are behaviors in nature that even reflect a form of sophisticated collective intelligence. Where the creature fights not just for itself, but is ready to fight for the survival of the group. However, not every reaction leads to a victory. There are creatures that fall, but they leave behind scars and marks that make even the predator hesitate the next time. And you, what do you think? Does true strength lie not in fangs, but in the will to not surrender? When an impala uses its last ounce of strength to charge straight into the fanged jaws of a leopard, it is more than just a survival reflex. And when a herd of buffalo turns back, bravely attacking the predator that is pursuing the weakest member of their group, what we witness is no longer just instinct. It is resistance, a brave and willful choice for survival. In the harsh world of the African savanna, survival has never been just a matter of strength. It is a constant test of adaptation, endurance, and even hope. However, today, even the most powerful survival responses are becoming more fragile than ever. As the very environment they depend on is slowly disappearing. The African savanna was once a vibrant stage for the unending struggle between predator and prey. But now, beyond fangs and horns, the animals face an invisible enemy: climate change. According to a 2023 United Nations report, the average temperature in the Sahara and sub-Saharan regions has risen by more than 2.7 degrees Fahrenheit in the last 50 years, twice as fast as the global average. This is pushing the savanna into a cycle of severe and unusual droughts, making water and food increasingly scarce. Climate change is also disrupting the natural migration cycles. For example, the wildebeest, famous for its great migration, now faces unusually dry rivers and prolonged famines. Additionally, the loss of forests due to logging, agriculture, and mining is significantly reducing the living space for wildlife. While predators like lions and hyenas still hold their place at the top of the food chain, the prey faces a harsher reality than ever before. However, even in this context, nature has not lost its magic. There are herds of elephants that travel hundreds of miles to find ancient water sources, thanks to a phenomenal memory passed down from one generation to the next. But it also means that we do not have much time left. The disappearance of the savanna is not just the loss of a territory, but the shaking of an ecosystem that has been stable for millions of years. Under the scorching savanna sun, every act of resistance is now more than an instinct against a predator. It is a silent but powerful call that nature needs to be heard, needs to be protected. In the harsh context of the modern African savanna, prey faces more than just the fangs of a predator. Amidst the hot winds and withered vegetation, there are those who are silently rebuilding the lost balance. With awareness, with community, with the belief that nature never completely surrenders. One of the most powerful solutions today is the establishment of ecological corridors that connect isolated, protected areas into a continuous network. The Kavango-Zambezi Transfrontier Conservation Area project is a prime example. This is the world's largest transboundary conservation area, covering over 200,000 square miles. Additionally, the sustainable management of water resources is being strengthened to keep the rivers and swamps, the lifeblood of the savanna, from drying out. In Botswana, the government and international organizations have invested over $120 million in the restoration of the Okavango Delta. One of the world's largest inland wetlands. At the community level, one of the most impactful changes has been the empowerment of local communities in the management and protection of natural resources. In Namibia, the community-based natural resource management model has proven effective by transferring control of the land to local communities. Technology has also become a new, crucial tool for the savanna ecosystems. From the use of satellites to track animal migrations, to the use of artificial intelligence to predict wildfire risks. In 2024, Conservation International, in partnership with Google Earth Engine, created real-time maps of drought areas, allowing conservationists to coordinate emergency resources. However, these numbers will remain just dry data if there is no connection between humans and nature. So, the real hope lies not in miracles, but in each concrete action. Whether it is a reopened channel to allow antelope to reach a water source, every small action from the global community can make a big impact for the African savanna and the threatened ecosystems worldwide. Let us choose to consume sustainably. Support credible conservation organizations. Share knowledge and raise awareness about the importance of wildlife. Here, nature is unforgiving. Every rainy season, every drought, every changing river rewrites the balance between predator and prey, between life and death. Yet, beyond the instinct for survival are journeys that span thousands of miles, enduring for generations, where species have learned to adapt, to endure, and to triumph. This is not just the story of one species, but of an entire continent, a story of life in constant motion. Welcome to the Wildlife Documentary. Wildlife, the untold migrations of the savanna wilderness. While the great migrations of millions of animals capture the headlines, smaller species silently undertake journeys no less significant. These hidden migrations, though less noticed, are the fine but crucial threads that weave the complex ecological tapestry of the savanna. Small antelopes like the dik-dik or the steenbok begin their own migrations. Unlike the vast herds of wildebeest, these antelope move in small groups, often just a few individuals or even alone. With their slender bodies, large, watchful eyes, and nimble legs, they navigate narrow paths, avoiding the main routes of the larger herds. Their journeys may not span hundreds of miles, but they are fraught with danger, from stealthy leopards to sudden flash floods. The dik-dik, so small it stands only knee-high to a human, moves seasonally in search of young shrubs and tender leaves. Its primary food, it does not need the vast grasslands of the wildebeest. But its survival depends on the patches of land where the rain brings forth rare green shoots. Their journey often takes place at night, when the darkness shields them from the eyes of predators. Every step is a delicate dance. The Egyptian sand viper, a small but mysterious reptile, is a master of camouflage in the hot, sandy desert. Unlike larger snakes like pythons or cobras, the Egyptian sand viper is compact, only 8 to 14 inches long. This snake does not undertake long migrations like the antelope, but survives by lying in wait, patiently ambushing its prey. Buried in the sand, with only its keen eyes exposed, it strikes with lightning speed when a small lizard or insect passes by. The sand viper's survival is a silent dance. Every movement is calculated to avoid the scorching heat of the day and the cold desert nights. In the sky, where vultures circle and hawks soar, smaller water birds undertake migrations that often go unnoticed. Storks, cranes, and spoonbills, with their delicate but resilient wings, fly hundreds of miles in search of the wetlands born from the rainy season. One notable water bird is the yellow-billed stork, with its pristine white plumage and long, slender legs. They travel in small flocks, often just a few dozen, flying low over the water in search of newly flooded areas. Their journey is not just for food, but for breeding. As the floods create wetlands, the storks build their nests in half-submerged trees, laying their eggs and raising their young. When the first rains revive the savanna, the giants of the wilderness begin their journey. Herds of African elephants, massive creatures imbued with a primal strength, move slowly but with a majestic presence. Leading the herd are the seasoned matriarchs, the keepers of generational memory. The instinct of the elephant is a wonder of nature. The matriarchs, often having lived for decades, carry a living map of the savanna within them. They remember the underground water sources hidden deep within the earth. The winding paths through dense forests, and even the lands scorched by past droughts. An old matriarch can pinpoint the location of a waterhole she visited decades ago, even if the landscape has been altered by wind, rain, or fire. The elephant's journey is not just a search for food. It is a pilgrimage. Every step is a connection to their ancestors, to the land, and to life itself. As they move, the young calves, with their small ears and clumsy trunks, learn from their mothers and grandmothers. They watch how the elders use their trunks to sniff the air for signs of water. The rainy season, with its intense downpours, brings life to the savanna. The arid grasslands now sprout lush green shoots, providing an abundant food source for elephants, wildebeest, and buffalo. The wildebeest and buffalo, their companions on the savanna, also take advantage of the rainy season to graze on fresh grass, building up strength for the journey ahead. But the rain also brings danger. The ancient paths, once dry and easy to travel, turn into muddy quagmires. The rivers, mere trickles in the dry season, now roar with powerful currents, ready to sweep away any creature that dares to cross. For the elephant herds, these rivers are a major challenge. The small calves cling to their mothers to avoid being carried away by the current. The wildebeest and buffalo face similar dangers. The flooded grasslands slow their pace, making them vulnerable to predators. On this journey, the giants do not travel alone. They carry with them their sentinels, their private guard. It is an ancient pact. In exchange for sustenance, the oxpecker offers its eyes. A piercing cry is the price of passage, a signal that can mean the difference between life and a sudden, violent death. On the savanna, the terrain shapes not only the path of the herbivores, but also the strategy of the predators. The lion, the king of the wild, understands this better than anyone. But the lion does not rely on brute force alone. They are master strategists, using the landscape to turn narrow corridors into perfect traps. These corridors are often bottlenecks on the migration routes, a small canyon between two hills. A narrow strip of land between rivers, or a grassland bordering a thicket. The lions know this. They lie hidden in the tall grass, their bodies blending with the golden hue of the savanna, their breathing slow but alert. A lead lioness, honed by years of hunting, signals her pride with subtle flicks of her tail. The other lionesses, often her sisters or daughters, move into position. As the herd approaches, tension fills the air. The thundering of hooves, the cries of lost young, and the smell of dust create a chaotic scene. Yet, the lions remain still, as patient as ghosts. Then, in a fleeting moment when a young or weak wildebeest strays from the herd, the ambush is sprung. Not every hunt is successful. The wildebeest, though prey, are not easily defeated. With their vast numbers and strong survival instincts, they can form a living wall. A young, inexperienced lion risks serious injury if it targets a healthy wildebeest. In these moments, the savanna becomes an arena where the predator's strength is pitted against the prey's unity. If the lion is a patient strategist, then the hyena is a relentless opportunist, with its eerie calls echoing in the night. The hyena embodies persistence and ruthlessness. Lacking the overwhelming power of the lion, it compensates with fearsome intelligence and unparalleled stamina. During the migrations, hyenas shadow the zebra herds, keeping just enough distance to remain undetected. The zebras, with their striking black and white stripes, move in tight formations, protecting one another from danger. But the long journey of hundreds of miles across the savanna drains their strength. The young, the old, or the injured fall behind, becoming prime targets. This is when the hyenas strike. Unlike the lion, the hyena rarely attacks a healthy herd head-on. Instead, it waits patiently. Hyenas are not just predators. They are scavengers, ready to steal kills from lions or cheetahs. A pack of hyenas, with their superior numbers, can force a lone lion to abandon its prey. The clashes between hyenas and lions are noisy battles, where the roar of the lion mixes with the cold, laugh-like calls of the hyena, creating a chaotic symphony of the savannah. On the savannah, every ambush is a battle for survival, where speed, stamina, and strategy determine who lives and who falls. For herbivores like the wildebeest and the zebra, speed is their greatest weapon. A wildebeest can reach speeds of up to 50 miles per hour in seconds. The zebra, though not as fast, possesses remarkable stamina, maintaining a high speed over long distances to exhaust a predator. But speed alone is not always enough. Stamina is just as crucial, especially during migrations that span hundreds of miles. Conversely, predators also need stamina to keep up with their prey. The herbivores have their own strategies. Wildebeest move in large herds, creating a chaos that makes it difficult for a predator to single out a target. Zebras, with their disorienting striped patterns, confuse predators, making it hard to identify an individual in the herd. A wildebeest might pretend to run slowly to draw out a predator, then suddenly bolt. A lion might feign giving up the chase, only to strike again when the prey is off guard. In these ambushes, there are no true winners or losers. Lions and hyenas, though fearsome predators, play a vital role in maintaining the balance of the savannah. By culling the weak, the old, or the sick, they ensure that only the fittest individuals survive to pass on their genes. Conversely, the prey shapes the destiny of the predators through their resilience and strategy. On the African savanna, where life and death are intertwined in every breath, nature is not just a stage, but a formidable opponent. When the rainy season arrives, bringing with it endless floods, muddy plains, and raging rivers, the migration of millions of wildebeest, zebras, and buffalo becomes a brutal battle against the elements. When the first rains fall, the savanna transforms in an instant. The arid grasslands, once scorched by the dry season's sun, are now submerged in water. For the wildebeest and the zebra, which rely on speed for survival, the mud is a fearsome enemy. Their slender legs, designed for sprinting across the plains, sink deep into the thick mud, slowing them down. A herd of zebras, their black and white stripes shimmering in the sun, moves slowly through a flooded plain. The young foals, with their weak legs, stumble in the knee-deep mud. In these moments, nature spares neither prey nor predator. All must face the brutality of the land. The floods do not just slow movement, they turn the grasslands into deadly traps. The low-lying areas where rainwater collects into temporary lakes become invisible snares. If the mud is an unseen enemy, then the raging rivers are the most terrifying challenge of the migration. Rivers like the Mara, the Grumeti, or the Chobe, mere trickles in the dry season, become roaring beasts in the rainy season. For the wildebeest, zebra, and buffalo, crossing these rivers is not a choice, but a command of survival. When a herd of wildebeest, numbering in the tens of thousands, gathers on the banks of the Mara River, the air becomes thick with tension. Beneath the murky surface, dangers lurk. The roar of the rushing water mixes with the cries of the young wildebeest, creating a chaotic symphony of life. Then, as if driven by an unseen signal, one wildebeest leaps into the water, triggering a stampede of thousands. But the river is merciless. The young wildebeest, too weak to fight the current, are swept away, their small bodies disappearing in the flow. The zebras, with their incredible stamina, try to swim across, but even they cannot always defy the power of nature. Beneath the murky waters of the river, another threat awaits: the Nile crocodile. These monsters, up to 20 feet long, with jaws lined with razor-sharp teeth, are the perfect assassins of the savannah. With deadly patience, the crocodiles wait for the perfect moment to strike, turning the rivers into bloody arenas. For the crocodile, time is not measured in days, but by the coming of the herds. An ancient rhythm beats in its cold blood, a memory not of years, but of seasons of abundance. It is an appointment with destiny, and they travel for miles to keep it, drawn to this place by a promise of blood written in the river's current. This calculation shows a level of intelligence and learning far beyond what we typically associate with reptiles. Not all prey falls easily. A buffalo, with its immense strength and sharp horns, can fight back, goring a crocodile and escaping its jaws. But for the young or weak animals, rivers like the Mara are a gauntlet that few survive. Each year, thousands of wildebeest and zebras perish in the rivers. Under the scorching African sun, every challenge of nature, from floods and mud to raging rivers, is part of an endless cycle of life and death. Every wildebeest that drowns, every zebra dragged underwater by a crocodile, is a price paid for the herd to continue its journey. But death is not an end. It is part of a renewal where every fallen creature nourishes another. In the harshness of nature, every loss is part of a larger tapestry. The wildebeest herds, despite losing thousands in each migration, continue to thrive with new calves born each year. Above all, the savanna lives, breathes, and tells its story through every drop of rain, every river, and every footstep of the creatures that call it home. When the last rains have fallen and the sun once again scorches the savanna, the dry season returns, bringing with it a harsh silence. The lush grasslands turn yellow and brittle. The rivers recede, and the wetlands dry into cracked earth. Yet, even in this harshness, the savanna never stops moving. The migration sparked by the rains now reverses. The wildebeest, zebra, and buffalo return to their lands, awaiting the next rainy season. As the dry season arrives, the migration routes become journeys of return. The wildebeest, having left the Serengeti for the Masai Mara, now head back, guided by instincts honed over millions of years. The zebras, after grazing on the mineral-rich salt pans of Botswana, return to the wetlands of the Chobe River. The African elephants, with their remarkable memory, lead their herds back to the arid lands in search of hidden underground water sources. This return journey is no less perilous. Without the floods or the raging rivers, the dry season brings new challenges. Water becomes increasingly scarce, and the grasslands are depleted. The weak, old or young, who survived the rainy season now face the culling of the dry season. Yet, in this harshness, the savanna forges new generations, preparing them for the challenges to come. When the dry season arrives, a miracle takes place: the birth of new generations. The wildebeest calves, with their trembling legs and wide eyes, take their first steps just hours after birth. The zebra foals, their faint stripes barely visible, stay close to their mothers, learning to recognize danger from the roar of a lion or the scent of a hyena on the wind. The elephant calves, with their clumsy trunks and tiny ears, follow the wise matriarchs, learning to use their trunks to drink or pull up grass. They learn to survive through harsh lessons: how to escape the claws of a cheetah, how to find water in a drought, or how to unite with the herd to fend off threats. Some will not survive their first dry season, falling to nature or to a predator. But those who survive carry the strength of their ancestors within them. On the African savanna, there is no beginning or end. Every rainy season, every dry season, every migration, birth, and death is part of an endless cycle. The wildebeest, zebra, elephant, water birds, and even the tiny insects all contribute to the rhythm of life. The animals lost in the rivers or to predators feed the crocodiles, vultures, and insects, nourishing the land for the grasslands to be reborn. The seeds dispersed by the small antelopes and water birds sprout into shrubs, providing shelter and food for the next generation. Beyond the natural challenges of floods, mud, raging rivers, and the claws of predators, the wildlife now faces man-made threats. Climate change, habitat loss, poaching, and human-wildlife conflict are endangering the ancient migration routes. Yet, amidst these challenges, conservation efforts have sparked hope, offering a chance for the savanna to continue its timeless rhythm. The African savanna, long shaped by the rhythm of the wet and dry seasons, now faces disruption from climate change. The rains, which once reliably revived the grasslands and filled the rivers, have become erratic. Some years, the rains come late, leaving the grasslands arid for longer. Prolonged, more intense floods turn rivers like the Mara or the Grumeti into deadly torrents, sweeping away thousands of animals. Conversely, extended droughts deplete the underground water sources. The rising temperatures also affect the smaller species like water birds and insects. The temporary wetlands where storks and spoonbills nest disappear due to drought or excessive flooding. Human expansion is one of the greatest threats to the migrations. The ancient paths that guided wildebeest, zebras, and elephants for hundreds of miles are now fragmented by farms, settlements, and infrastructure. In parts of the Serengeti and Masai Mara, fences erected to protect agricultural land have blocked the passage of the herds. Habitat loss also affects the smaller species. The wetlands where water birds breed are converted into farmland or industrial zones. Poaching remains a relentless threat to the savanna wildlife. The African elephant, hunted for its ivory, is a target for poachers, drastically reducing its numbers in many areas. A matriarch carrying the ancestral knowledge of migration routes can be killed for her tusks, leaving her herd disoriented and vulnerable. Predators like lions and cheetahs face similar risks. Hunted to protect livestock or for their skins and body parts. Human-wildlife conflict worsens the situation. When elephants or buffalo encroach on farmland in search of food, they are often killed for being a threat. Lions, hyenas, or cheetahs that attack livestock face retaliation with traps or guns. Under the scorching midday sun, the rhythm of the pride seems to pause. This is when the social order is most clearly expressed through rest. The great males, with their dense, heat-absorbing manes, spend up to 20 hours a day asleep. Their role is not to hunt, but to act as bodyguards, conserving energy for the vital battles to defend their territory. Meanwhile, the lionesses, the primary hunting force, also take the opportunity to rest and care for the next generation. The cubs, though playful, must learn the first lesson of survival: stay quiet and never stray too far from their mother's sight. A peaceful family portrait, yet fragile against the harshness of time. As the sun spills its final rays, painting the savannah in crimson, the laws of the day come to an end. The temperature drops, and the lazy kings begin to stir. It is time to patrol. Their roars echo like war drums, signaling the start of the curfew. But tonight the wind carries a strange scent. Someone has used the twilight to cross the forbidden line. Three alpha males discover a young stranger in their territory, in the company of the pride's lionesses. And they will not back down without a fight. The attackers sense the young lion's power. His fury and physique command respect. He is perfectly capable of inflicting serious injury. Today, a warning is enough to assert their authority. This is their territory. The lion from the grasslands has survived the ordeal. But his wounds could very well prove fatal. There is no time to recover. He must keep moving, must escape this place, must escape this hell before dawn. If the lion is a king who rules by strength and order, then in the undergrowth below, there is an anarchist. Not majestic, not swift, but this waddling creature with a silver-gray mantle like a cloak holds a title that every predator respects. The world's most fearless creature. It is the honey badger. In the honey badger's biological dictionary, the fear center seems to have been completely overridden by innate aggression. When cornered, instead of fleeing, it chooses to charge straight at its opponent, regardless of whether it's a pack of hyenas or a pride of hungry lions. The secret to this insane confidence lies in its unique biological armor. Its skin is 1/4 of an inch thick, as tough as vulcanized rubber, but the genius of creation lies in its loose connective tissue. This skin is not firmly attached to the muscle, but slides freely like an oversized coat. This allows the honey badger to turn a full 180 degrees even while clamped in an enemy's jaws, turning a defensive position into a bloody counterattack on its opponent's eyes and nose. But the honey badger's true tenacity is best revealed through its deadly menu: venomous snakes. Its supercharged metabolism requires it to refuel constantly, and the venom of a king cobra or a puff adder is merely a spice. Even when bitten, and the neurotoxin begins to spread, paralyzing the respiratory system, the honey badger does not die. A genetic mutation at the molecular level has altered its nerve receptors, preventing the toxin from binding. It simply faints, taking a short nap for its immune system to clear the toxins, then awakens to finish its interrupted meal as if nothing had happened. This utter disregard for danger, combined with a sharp intelligence that employs tools and a brutal skill for attacking an enemy's weak points, has turned the honey badger into an impenetrable tank. It is the most vivid and defiant proof of nature's truth. That size has never been the measure of strength. The ultimate victor is the one who dares to fight with mad ferocity to the very last breath. In the Okavango Delta, where savannas merge with channels and scattered forests, the giraffe walks. They are the tallest land animals on the planet, with males reaching up to 18 feet. Their long necks do not have more vertebrae than other mammals, but rather elongated ones. With agile, muscular tongues up to 18 inches long, they pluck leaves from among thorns. In the Okavango, giraffes prefer areas with shrubby vegetation and sparse woodlands. Although they may appear solitary, they live in loose groups, often composed of females and their young. Their height is an ally for vigilance. With their eyes positioned high, they detect predators. In this ecosystem, the giraffe plays a crucial role. By pruning trees, they shape the vegetation, disperse seeds, and create clearings. The blue wildebeest is one of the most prominent protagonists of the Okavango Delta. With its robust body, large head, curved horns, and a grey coat with blue reflections, it looks like a combination. With speeds that can exceed 50 miles per hour, they are not only fast, but also resilient. In this ecosystem, they find seasonal pastures ideal for feeding. But what truly distinguishes the blue wildebeest is its migratory spirit. It participates in one of the largest and most spectacular animal movements in the world. Although the core of this migration occurs further north in the Serengeti and Masai Mara, the true strength of the wildebeest lies in the collective. In groups, they form an almost impenetrable barrier. Wildebeest often congregate with other species like zebras and impalas. They are not just tireless travelers, they are fundamental pieces in the ecological balance. Their movement in huge herds helps to keep the vegetation under control. Following the great wildebeest herds, traveling in parallel across the open fields of the Okavango are the zebras. Together, these two species form a strategic partnership, increasing their chances against predators. The zebra, with its robust body and hypnotic stripes, is not just beautiful, it is a living example. Each stripe pattern is unique, like a human fingerprint. This distinctive feature confuses predators, hinders the approach of flies, and helps regulate body temperature. About 8 feet long and weighing up to 770 pounds, they have an imposing stature. They are tireless runners, capable of reaching 40 miles per hour over short distances. Zebras also have excellent sight and hearing, living in cohesive social groups led by a dominant stallion. Their diet consists of drier, more fibrous grasses, complementing the selective feeding of the wildebeest. The great migrations of wildebeest and zebra are true tests of endurance and survival. With every step, these herbivores face a landscape fraught with threats. It is not enough to find fresh pastures, they must escape terrestrial predators. But the danger does not only come from the land. In the river and channel crossings, silent creatures lie in wait. In the calm yet perilous waters of the Okavango Delta lurks one of the oldest predators. With a body armored in scales, powerful jaws, and eyes that watch silently from the surface. Some individuals exceed 16.5 feet in length and can weigh more than 1,540 pounds. For the wildebeest and zebra, crossing the delta's channels during their migrations. River crossings are moments of extreme tension. Hundreds of animals gather at the water's edge. When a hesitant wildebeest finally jumps, it is as if a switch is flipped. With jaws that close with a force of up to 4,950 pounds, they clamp onto a leg or the neck of their prey. There is no mercy nor an easy escape. Yet, paradoxically, this violence is an essential part. Every crossing is a dramatic spectacle where survival is written with each splash. While wildebeest, zebras, hyenas, and wild dogs rely on the strength of numbers, There are also animals that walk more solitary paths. But this solitude is not a sign of weakness, it is backed by something. Here exists a giant that few dare to disturb. The rhinoceros is one of the most majestic and iconic presences. The white rhino, larger and more robust, can reach 13 feet in length and weigh over 4,400 pounds. Its wide mouth is adapted for grazing on grasses, its main food source. The black rhino, smaller and more agile, stands out for its ability to move through denser vegetation. Both have thick, wrinkled skin that protects them from the intense sun and insects. Despite their imposing and sometimes aggressive appearance, these animals usually exhibit calm behavior. However, when faced with danger, such as a predator or an intruder, they can be surprisingly fast. The rhino's horns, made of keratin, are powerful and dangerous weapons. Additionally, in territorial or mating disputes, the horns are used in violent clashes. These horns are essential for the survival and dominance of these animals. Their enormous footprints and heavy movements help shape the terrain. These giants of the African savanna, with their resilience and strength, are true pillars. Other smaller and curious creatures are also resilient in the delta's fauna. The warthog. With its long, curved tusks protruding from its jaw, the warthog is a true symbol of adaptation. These medium-sized, robust-bodied animals are covered in a sparse, bristly coat. Although they usually live alone or in small groups, their aggressive and territorial nature In search of food, it is an excellent digger. Its diet is varied and includes roots, fruits, These feeding habits, combined with its ability to dig, help shape its surroundings. In addition, its excavations expose minerals and other food sources. Despite its aggressive behavior when threatened, the warthog is largely a shy animal. Its importance in the Okavajo ecosystem goes beyond its foraging. In this challenging ecosystem, the baboon stands out as one of the most resourceful and adaptable residents. These primates live in large family groups known as troops. Each member has a role. Dominant males maintain order and protect the group. These social ties are not only emotional but also tactical, providing protection. Baboons communicate in a remarkably complex way through a variety of vocalizations. These animals are highly opportunistic, natural omnivores. They feed on fruits, seeds, roots, and small animals. With their nimble fingers and watchful eyes, they scour the ground, lifting branches. This combination of intelligence, cooperation, and constant vigilance makes baboons natural survivors. In the delta, baboons move skillfully between the riverine forests and the open plains. They are, in essence, a reflection of the delta itself. Unpredictable, resilient, intense. And it is not only the large terrestrial animals that benefit from the flood.